Generation 1. If she's not old enough to remember red and blue, then she's not old enough for you. These were the OG days, back when Persian was actually good and there was a drunk man making your life inconvenient. Well, not everything was all peachy keen back then. In fact, holy crap, these games were a mess. So, in honor of the re-release of Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, let's cover the 18 most ridiculous game mechanics of the original Generation 1 games. And since we all undoubtedly have somewhere to be, let's do it in under 90 seconds, shall we? Here we go. Ghosts were immune to Struggle, since Struggle was a normal type move. Focus Energy dropped your critical hit rate by 75% instead of doubling it. Once a Pokemon used Rage successfully, it would continue to rage until it fainted or the battle ended. Substitute would kill you if your Pokemon had exactly 25% health left. Whirlwind and Roar did nothing in Versus mode. Toxic became normal poison if you switched out. You couldn't move if you were under attack by Wrap, Bind, Fire Spin, or Clamp. Critical hits were based off speed. Thus, there were a handful of Pokemon which had about a 1 in 4 chance to crit with every single attack. One-hit KO moves were based off speed. They would automatically fail if your Pokemon was slower than the opponent's. Waking up from sleep took an entire turn. Recovery moves would fail when a Pokemon's HP was 255 or 511 below its max. If one multi-hit move crit, then all of them would crit. Every move had a chance to miss, unless it was Swift. Rest wouldn't cure stat drops from being burned or paralyzed until you switched. There was no recharge turn on Hyper Beam if you picked up the KO. You'd never thaw from being frozen unless the opponent used a fire move or haze against you. You had to save the game every time you wanted to switch boxes. And finally, you could counter one-hit KO moves to insta-kill your enemies. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'm really happy to see the re-releases of these games since they were such a big part of my life. If you've got some time, feel free to check out one of these other videos that I've worked on, or one of my social links for some pretty weird stuff. If you're on my Patreon, I'm going to be giving away a copy or two of these games later this month, so be on the lookout for that. And just be your super freaking fantastic selves. Smell you later, everybody.